I got you on a lot of the stuff. I'm awake and good to go. This is not my, not my first rodeo. Okay, I think that's gonna automatically make it live. Let me just make sure.
All right, we're streaming.
Alrighty then.
What's up? What's up?
What's up, guys? So bucking excited.
So bucking excited. Let's bucking go.
Bucking do this.
All right. Let me pull up my screen here. Yeah, we're on. Wow, we already have a lot of people on right now. 21 watching.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, it's jumping. So cool. Let me grab this link.
Let me
everywhere.
Yeah, it's one thing I didn't do was put it in Discord. If you want to invite them, I'm gonna send an SMS out now quick. So what's up, guys? Just give us a little bit of time. We're just doing some maintenance work quick. And then I gotta just hop off for like 5 minutes, and then I'll be right back.
All right, cool. Yeah, what's up, guys? Post in the chat if you guys can hear us. John, what's up? Junius, let's go. What's up? What's up?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like Zoom used to give us some time to make the thing live. Now Zoom just automatically connects. So just to let you know, if you guys do live, well, if you press the go button on Zoom, you automatically go live. It used to be where you can have it in YouTube and then you press go live. I don't know why they changed that, but I don't know.
All right, cool. Hey, what's up, Manny? Andre? Yeah, I'm feeling a little better. Kind of getting towards the tail end of whatever I had. Yeah, let's get Buck Wild in here. Cade, what's up? Hey, how's it going, Dana? All right, cool.
Cool, guys.
All right, let's get it going. So we've got some cool updates for you guys. I mean, obviously, we're going to have our public mint in about an hour from now. So we're going to be closing all whitelist sales. So if you guys are in that whitelist sale, make sure that you jump on like now. If you haven't whitelisted yet and you haven't like bought your NFTs yet, go ahead and buy it now if you're waiting. And also there's a bug in the contract. So you have to, if you're going to buy three, don't buy one and then 2 and 3 like later. You just get all 3 right now because you're not going to be able to mint anymore after your first transaction. After your first transaction, that's it. You can only do 1 transaction. So once again, we had our voice chat. We mentioned that, and then we also mentioned our announcements. So keep up to date with all the stuff that we're doing, and you'll be all right. So we have, so we're up to, let's see, just with our whitelist alone, we're at 1,182 mints and a total of about 441 wallets here. Let me take a look. We had a total of about 1,000 whitelist, roughly around there. So yeah, half you guys ended up minting. And let me just pull up the contract token. Yeah, so 443 holders. We've got 1,184 bucks minted so far out of 3,333. So we haven't really gone public yet. And that's what we're going to be doing in the next hour. All right, who's excited, guys? Who's excited for the public mints? I mean, here's another cool thing, right? We minted last night at 5 p.m. and it's almost 24 hours. And what happened was the floor was actually holding up really, really well. So let me pull up my my OpenSea here. Oh, hold on. Hey, Ricky, let me know if you can get me the screen share. So our floor price has actually been holding up pretty well. We've got 0.08 at floor price, and
Yeah, go.
it's doing really well.
What do you need? What do you need, bud?
I need screen share. Yeah, let me share my screen here with you guys. Yeah, 2,149 left.
All right, you good.
Thanks. Okay, so let's do some math here, guys. All right, so we've got a total of 1,182. Divide that by 3,333. Multiply by 100. So we're 35% sold out. And we just started our whitelist minting. So it's not like everyone, it's just literally just the people that had the whitelist. And we only gave it out to 1,000 people out of the 3,000 people in our Discord. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty exciting day today. And yeah, so let me share with you guys what happened in the past 24 hours. So we've gotten sales as high as half an ETH, right? 0.5 ETH. So imagine there were some minters in here that bought this. Excuse me. There are some minters in here that bought this at 0.5. Oh, geez. There's some pollen out here. And what we're seeing is some of these have been bought for like $400 right here. There's another sale right here, $400 sale right there. But in this case, let's talk about like Ethereum sale, right? 0.15 ETH, 0.148. So that means a 3x right there from whitelist mint. We also had some sales at 0.5 ETH as well. Let me pull it up. Let me see if I can find it. The biggest sale that we had so far, and that was at a 10x multiplier. So someone bought it right here. So someone bought this at 0.05, and it was sold for 0.499. There's actually a few of them actually. So there's a few of them that sold for half an ETH. So guys, if people are believing in our NFTs in our project, and they're willing to spend 0.04, 0.05 for these, there was a few more actually. Oh, right here. Well, not that one, but there was a few more. And let's take a look here. So 15 hours ago. So it was literally within an hour. So someone posted it, someone bought it, and then for $150 or 0.05 ETH, and then someone sold it for they bought it for 0.5 ETH, which is $1,400. That's one hell of a profit right there. One hell of a flip. But also, just to let you guys know, we're just day one, so this thing is just getting started. Yeah. Letty says trying to get 2 more NFTs with the new address, but when I choose 2, it goes to 0.1 ETH. If I choose 1, it goes to 0.5. Yeah, so that's exactly what it is. 2 NFTs is 0.05 plus 0.05, so that means 0.1. Yeah, so 5 plus 5 in this case is 10, so 0.1 is what it is for 2. Noah, what's up? What's up? Murphy, hey, what's going on? Chatella says that flipper is my friend from another alpha. He was very happy. Oh, awesome, great. Well, he made some good money there. How do you transfer one mint to another collection on OpenSea? So I'm not sure what you mean by that, but you mean another wallet. So if you can, what you do is you go to, let's go to my profile here. How you transfer NFTs to another wallet. You basically click on the NFT that you want to send, you click on more options and click transfer. And then you basically put in the other address. And that's pretty much how you transfer NFTs to another wallet. Okay, so pretty easy there. Yeah, man, doing well. Just getting ready for this public launch. We've got a lot of marketing for the public launch as well. Like, we have people waiting for the public launch. They're itching to get in and hopefully mint a rare. So here's another cool thing about the public launch. Like, before the public launch, if you guys know, this is going to be in an hour from now. The price is going to be 0.1 ETH. And so the ones that are selling right here, so let's click on buy now. We have 89 items listed here. The ones that are selling here are the early minters. And also what we've seen is we had quite a number of transactions happening. So these are people that bought after after the early minters, right? So we have all these, we have over 15 ETH of volume transacted. And let's theoretically say that the average transaction, so we have 15 ETH, the average transaction is maybe 0.08. Okay, let's just say that's the average transaction. That means 187 transactions have happened on the OpenSea floor. So these are people that have either they wanted to get more bucks, number one, or these are people that are noticing us from all of these different places like Icy Tools and like NFT minting alert programs and Twitters and stuff like that. And so they're watching our NFT and they're seeing us and they're basically getting in. And that's what we're seeing right here. So we're seeing a lot of people doing that. And on top of that, there's also a few thousand people that are literally watching this project and waiting to get in because they couldn't get in on the mint on the whitelist, right? So this is where they're going to get that opportunity. Now, why would people buy? Why would people mint versus buy on the floor price? Because the floor price is a lot lower. Now, what we could possibly see here is that when we do open up the public sale, we can possibly see the floor being eaten up because it's cheaper than 0.1. But on the other hand, people also would want to, oh, this is sweet. This is pretty solid. Wow. But on the other hand, what they also want to do is they want to also buy and mint because they have a chance of getting a rare. And so as you can see, we've had some rares in here sell for 0.5 ETH, right? Let's take a look at some other ones here that have been sold for above the average price of like 0.085. So let's take a look here, scroll down. Okay. So a lot of them have been, okay, so two right here, you see these right here? So we have 3 that have been sold for 0.5 and for $1,400 US right here. So let me pull this up here for you guys. All right. So you guys can see right here, we pretty much have these 2 right here, and we have a third one that's been sold for 0.5 ETH as well. And so you can see like that's the reason why people would want to mint, even if it's below. I've minted below floor price as well, and that's one of the reasons why is because they want to get it. They want to get one of those mints, one of those rares. But also, what we can possibly see is that when we do open this up, there's going to be a floodgate of people just jumping in, right? And when they do happen, these right here could possibly be snatched up and the floor price could raise. It does take time. You know, nothing happens instantly, but it does take time. But we can see that also with this being said, the floor price from 0.1 to let's say 0.2 is actually very thin, right? And then from 0.125 to 0.4 is only 1 sale away. 0.4 to 0.5, 0.15 is a few sales away. 0.15 to 0.16, 17, 18, and then from 18 to 19 to 22 to 23, and then sorry, to 0.3, 0.3, 0.3. So this right here is about $1,000. So 0.3, and that's $847. So in between from like what we're seeing right here, the floor is actually very, very thin. You know, once the floodgates open, the floor is pretty thin for this right here, but we're gonna probably see more people buy up the public versus buying up the floor here. But we may see both as well. Interestingly enough, we also had a lot of rares come through. So how many of you guys want to see the rares? Type in rares in the chat box if you guys want to see it. Yeah, we got a lot of people on. Jao says Super Mario. What's up? What's up? Yeah. So Ryan says, why would people mint public when floor? Yeah, so that's the reason why, is because they want to mint so that they can get one of these rares. I mean, you can see like, for example, the farm. This is a rare trait. And if we click on the trait right here, there's only 15 of these out of like 1,200 that has already been minted so far. So 11.8 something there's only 15 of these. So these are more rare. And what you're seeing right here is you're seeing the floor price of these farms. So the floor price for this one is 0.25, 0.3, 0.469, 0.5. So the floor is 0.25, which the cheapest farm is $700. So someone could buy it theoretically for 300 at the 0.1 rate and flip it for 0.25, right? So theoretically, that's what can happen. We've seen these sell for 0.5 ETH, so over $1,400. So that's kind of what's going to happen there. And also, public sale means that it's available for just everybody. It's not and we're going to start marketing for everyone, right? It's not available just for whitelist minters, which is what we saw in the past 24 hours. Now it's going to be open for everyone to mint. Yeah, basically gambling for rare. Absolutely. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. And the odds are, maybe a few out of 3,000. So it's better odds because there's only 3,000 collection here. And rares are like, we've seen people get rares here as well. But also, as public comes in, like the floor price may not stay the same because people, as they come in and they see the public price, they're like, wait a minute, I can get a deal at the floor. Let me buy the floor and let me get the software and let me get access to everything. And let me just do that instead. And how many people are going to be thinking the same way? So when we market this thing, and because there's a different mentality when the NFTs are closed for whitelist, and whenever I am looking at an NFT project and I'm like, oh, whitelist, oh, I'm not even on the whitelist. Let me just wait for public. That's kind of like a lot of the times is my mindset is I want to wait until it's public sale. And when it is public sale, then everyone starts talking about it in Discords and alpha groups, and we start getting picked up all across the notifications, from all these different places. And that's when we can start to see all of these start flowing in. What will happen if we don't get sold out? I don't think that's going to happen because, and I don't know, but I don't think it's going to happen because we're literally just less than 24 hours old. We're 1 day old, and we already have a lot of traction on the trading floor. We're 30% sold out, and this is like a lot of projects. They sometimes take like a week to sell out, and that's if they're public. We just did whitelist and we're 30% sold out, and we haven't done public sale yet. So public sale is really the telling factor right there, and we do plan on pushing a lot of marketing every single day. We're pushing marketing to people every single day, and we're telling people about the project every single day throughout all of our different marketing channels.
And I just want to add on the whitelist that basically, since there was a contract bug that you either have to get 3 on mint, because then it blocks your address from getting more if you just get 1. I think that has to play a key factor in why it's only 33% sold out. It could be even more.
Yeah, it could be more. Yeah, we had a bug in the contract, and we can see people are minting right now. The late whitelisters are minting right now. So now we're up to 1,200 items. But yeah, so what happened in the contract is that it's something that we didn't see before. And what it did was you can only do 1 transaction per wallet. And so you can't go back because they already claimed that whitelist. You can't go back and do another transaction. I don't think that's the case for public, but I don't know. I could be wrong. But the fix, we did fix that. And 300 tickets later, 3 hours of voice chats later, and hundreds of messages on Discord, we fixed it. And we've got all these whitelisters that basically ended up buying 1 but wanted to buy 3. We got them all fixed, taken care of. We also got all of those people that had technical issues with submitting their wallets and the addresses and things like that. We got all you guys taken care of. It was a lot of work today, but we got through it. Thankfully for all of our team of 8 people on tickets today. So we took care of you guys, and yeah, that's pretty much what we do in this project. A lot of NFT projects, they'd be like, you're SOL and you got to just wait for the public, and that's pretty much what they say. But we went above and beyond, to getting you guys this project and getting you guys, especially those that were whitelisted, taken care of. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Bon Rock, open your profile. Okay, so you guys are helping each other in there anyway. So this is cool. Like another cool thing about our community is that, you know, we have people literally helping each other out. Yeah, we have a lot of people just helping each other out, and that's the strength of our community right here. And guys, we're literally just 24 hours in and just getting started here. So imagine when other people start seeing this. Like, once again, you know, a lot of NFT projects, they end up taking like a week or two to fully mint out, and we're 30% there within 24 hours. And so you know, we're almost there. I mean, technically, you know, we're almost there, almost 50% there. So I believe that after we do the public, which is in about 40 more minutes, we may see like a whole bunch of sales come through, and we're going to get picked up by all these different places, and off we go, right? So if you guys aren't in the public sale, I mean, if you guys didn't get whitelisted, then you can join the public sale to mint, or you can just buy some off the floor. Now, I do plan on getting some off the floor myself if these are still around during the public sale. So I do plan on sweeping them myself. So I have a team that I want to airdrop this over to. We have a lot of people that behind the scenes that worked very hard in getting a lot of you guys on and, you know, working with our community. So I want to be able to do that for our team. And we've talked a lot about, oh, look at this right here. We just had a 0.16 ETH sale right here. So another one right here, 0.3 ETH sale. This was like 4 minutes ago, 7 minutes ago. You guys can see right now, the volume starting to pick up. This one right here was sold for 0.3 ETH. It was purchased for, let's see. Oh, wow. So this was sold twice. Look at this. So this was minted from this person, blah, blah, NFT. It was minted for, let's open this up. They bought 3. So they bought it for 150 bucks, 0.05 ETH. And the same time they listed it and they sold it for 0.08 ETH. So they made a little bit of money. And that same person listed it for 0.14 and then recently canceled it 2 hours ago and listed it for 0.3. And someone bought it for 0.3. So you can see that someone's willing to pay more for this one because this one's one of the more rare ones, right? Out of, you know, like I said, probably someone in this call. And there's another one right here for 0.25. So someone had bought this thing for cheap in terms of like the rarity. Because when an NFT project progresses, the rare traits are usually the ones that have the most, that can demand the most. And the crazy thing is this one right here, I think this is ranked number 1. And someone bought this, someone sold this for, and we had some of our members saying, yeah, this person didn't really know. And they sold 3 of them, all 3 of them for a quick buck. No pun intended, for a quick buck. But essentially look at this. So they bought it for $141 and they sold it for, they took an offer for 0.12, which is maybe like 300 bucks or something like that. But this is the rarest in this, from what I'm seeing, I think this is number 1 rarity because you have the diamond boots. So the diamond boots, let's see how many are available. There's only 19 available out of, you know, currently 1,200 minted. And the sailor, which is only 78 available. So it's got multiple traits. And the farmer, okay, this one has a lot, 105. But the diamond boots and the farm. So obviously the farm only has 15 and 19. So these are 2 rare traits. There's only one of these that have both the rarest traits, diamond boots and farm. There's only one. So I think this one is the rarest one. We're going to get Rarity Sniper in here and all that stuff, and you guys can see all that. But yeah, NFTs can demand a higher price if you get a rare. Now, here's another thing. Like, we do have 3,000 of these available, right? So what that means is that there's still a chance that there could be another rare that's even rarer than that. So there is a chance there because it just hasn't been minted yet. And you can see the mints keep going up. So people are minting late comers right now. They're minting right now. If we go into the token tracker, okay, we go into the contract, we can see all of these mints right here. And yeah, so like people are late right now and they're minting just now. And these are the whitelisters that just kind of probably just woke up and started minting. So we have a lot going on right now. And yeah, that's why, in my opinion, I think when we do open up the public and people are able to mint this at public, it's going to go crazy. Let's look at number, Saul says, look at 1098. Let's take a look. 1098. Oh yeah, that's sweet. 0.5. I love the plain buck. Like that's just like my favorite one. So someone's selling this for 1400. So this has sand. So sand is also more rarer, but it's not like the rarest. There's not a lot of these either. 67 out of 1200 so far. Clothing, none. So there's 123 of these. I like the plain ones. These are like probably my favorite ones here. My favorite one is a plain one with a crown. That's the one that I have as my profile picture. Okay, and then we've got so this one's pretty good. I think 0.5. So what you're looking for is like the floor on like the rarest trait. So the floor on the rarest trait in this case is 0.159. So pretty much like if you're looking at traits and you're trying to, grab the ones that have, you're trying to figure out how to price it, look at the traits and see what's selling at the floor price. So this one here is selling for 0.159. So if you were a whitelister and you got it for 0.05, this is a 3x right here. All right, cool. Take a look at 336. Okay, yeah, let's take a look here. 336. Let's open this up. Oh, the mutant one. Yeah, the mutants. Robots. Oh, cool. This has a fedora and evil. Wow, this is like an evil robot wearing a fedora. Like that's probably super rare. But let's see. Robot. Wow, there's only 5 robots. Holy crap. I think this might be more rare than the other one. There's only 5 robots. Once we get Rarity Sniper, we're going to be able to tell which ones are rare. Fedora, there's 95 of those, so not too bad. And then Evil has 80 items. But wow, guys, Robot, there's only 5. There's only 5 robots here. That's pretty cool. So that means there's not a lot of these. And it looks like no one is selling them. Like no one's selling these robots here. There's only 5. There's also one that I noticed that only had like 3 traits or something like that. It was like something with a hat, but I'll find it here. I haven't seen it yet. And yeah, so people are still minting. Let's refresh this here. Okay, so let's open this up. Yeah, royalties are not 12.5%. Royalties are 10%. So the average royalty is anywhere from 7.5 to 10%. And that's pretty much common in OpenSea. Yeah, and also you guys don't know, but we have a community wallet. So I'm planning on if you were in the voice chat, you'd know. But if you guys know, then yeah, we have some pretty cool stuff going on. So we don't take all that money. It's not greed. Like we're bringing it back to our community. We're literally dumping like a lot of money back into our community. And marketing is not cheap also. So if you guys want us to market and continue to, pump out awesome products and get, that software that we built was not cheap. How many NFTs do you see that actually have a software? Like I can count like 4, maybe 3 or 4. And there's no software like ours. So it wasn't cheap to build it. It's not cheap to hire 12 people to run this thing and, get you guys the support that we have. People need to eat as well. So obviously we got to make money somewhere. Okay. So let's go into, yeah, Zhao says I'm holding forever. traits and education. I mean, how many NFTs actually give you education, give you training, give you 16 hours of video? Who's going to take time to do that? How many founders of NFTs actually do a live stream every single day? I mean, if you tell me one, like I'd buy it. How many NFTs also do all of that and have a floor price of like $300? I don't know. I buy NFTs all the time. So if you guys look into my wallets, every single time I buy an NFT and it's a project I believe in, I'm dumping at least 5 to 10 grand into it, right? I'm dumping like serious money into these things, because when it comes to like, and so when I'm looking at a buck, I'm like, shoot, you know, I would buy a whole bunch of these. And I will at the floor price right here. So you guys are going to see, like, we're just 24 hours in. Literally, I mean, you know, our ancestors used to hold stocks for like years and years and tens over 10 plus years. And I think in crypto, we're like 5 minutes when Lambo. Oh, cool. Only 6 police for sale. Yeah. So there's like a lot of different traits here, like police and all that stuff. So we're going to take a look at those. Yeah. The robots are pretty cool too. Kate says, I'm here for the training. I mean, you guys know there's an actual yield farming training. Look it up, Google it. There's a yield farming training out there right now that's selling for $15,000. Okay. We teach that exact same thing in our videos. Just go into our videos and start watching it. It's in there. Not financial advice. Yeah, there's one for 0.159. Check if it's rare. Yeah, send me what the number is. I had problems and was supposed to whitelist. So yeah, we were helping people all day by that. So support told me to talk to you. No, I don't. Just talk to support. I don't talk to anybody. I'm just one person. Talk to the support. We have a team of like 10 people in there, or like 8 or something. All right, cool. Yeah, Maria the Legend is extremely helpful. So if you guys need help, hit up the support. But pretty much whitelist is going to be done in about 30 minutes, and we're going to change the contract, and you can't mint it at 0.05 ETH anymore. That's literally just a limited time. It's not file scarcity because we have to hard code it into the contract, and so when we change it, it's pretty much like we can't go back and be like, oh, okay, well, you can have it for 0.5. Everyone's going to be buying it for 0.1 after we change it at 5 p.m. All right. Yeah, so it's going to be on both Discords there, Ignacio. So we have content. Some of you guys are coming in from Divorce the Boss, and you've seen what type of money we've made for people on there. Basically, what we're going to be doing over there is we're going to be taking those videos, and it's going to be on Bucks as well for those that are not on Divorce the Boss. Yeah, hazmat helmet. That's what it was. Okay, so hazmat helmet had the highest rarity, but let me see if it's on here, because I don't think it's on here. Yeah, so it's not on here. If you guys can send me like what the hazmat helmet, because it's not registered here yet. It's still probably taking time. But if you guys send me what the hazmat helmet looks like, I want to take a look at it. But there's only, okay, 1068. 1068. Okay, not that one. So 1068, the floor price is 0.145, 154. Sand is 67 items. We've got punk jacket here for 104 items. And yeah, so this one's not too crazy. But you know, once again, like if you take a look at this rarity right here for 0.154, you got to find out what the floor price is for this. And basically that's kind of like an indicator of how much you can sell it for. And if you have another rare trait, like if you have 2 rare traits, then I would take a look at the 2 rare traits and see how much people are selling the punk jacket. So it looks like punk jacket, the lowest is 0.08, and then it goes to 0.1, 0.15. All right. Click the link in the email because send something about crypto whales for profits, not for NFTs. Yep. So it's the same thing. I mean, crypto is NFTs as well, and also tokens as well. So we do both. So let's go right into the software, guys. All right. So Here's a software. Let me actually just log in. See if this is working.
Yeah, and Teo, I'm here, dude, in case you need me to take over, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're good.
Some, stuff in the background for you.
Yeah, it's fine. All right. I'm probably gonna have you take over in a little bit because I got to get the contract stuff.
Yeah, no doubt, bro. I'm excited. I'm gonna show people how to follow these whales. That was
yeah. So let's talk about the whales, guys. So once again, I know some of you guys are new. We had a lot of videos in the past few days, and basically I'm going to give you guys a rundown of what you get as an NFT holder. Like I said, guys, I've bought NFTs like this. I bought NFTs for $75. I bought in terms of dollar amount, because you know a lot of you guys are coming from you're new in this space and you want to know how much these NFTs cost and how much they can cost you. I bought NFTs as high as $6,000, and I bought NFTs anywhere ranging from like a lot of them range like just in the past month, NFTs ranging from like 500 to like $600, $700 per. You can open up my wallet, go to my previous videos. I'm an open book, open up my wallet and see what I've been purchasing. I purchased an NFT and I told the community about this, Toxic Skulls Club. I had spent $5,000 on 20 NFTs, and it went up in 1 week as high as 40 something thousand. I cashed out already about 20, like 25, $26,000. And I still have two of them, the two most rare ones. And so I'm keeping those. I'm holding on to those for quite a while. So this is what we do. What we do here is I find projects, and I've helped make a lot of people money. Now, just this past week, we had some students just come up and say, hey, dude, I just made like $8,000. Another one made 6,500. Another one made $2,000. So people surprise me all the time. And they're like, oh yeah, by the way, I did buy that. And I made like 1,000. But how we find these projects is by utilizing a tool called ValueSoft. And this is a software that we've built over the past 4 months. And so what we decided to do here is we decided to wrap this around an NFT. And so this NFT is called Buck, and this is what you're seeing right here. I don't think it's going to be worth $150 for an NFT. I'll be honest with you. I don't think it's going to be worth $300. Once again, none of this is financial advice, but we're just 24 hours in. I don't think it's going to be worth those prices 1 week, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months down the road. I don't think it's going to be worth those. We've seen NFTs go from like Toxic Skulls, go from like a few $100s to like $1,200, $1,600 in just a week, right? And those NFTs, the difference with those NFTs and what I've seen is that they don't have the same utility. They don't have the same value as what we're providing for our holders. So an NFT, let me explain to you guys how an NFT floor works. And I've bought hundreds of NFTs and I've made a lot of money with NFTs, not just NFTs, but also tokens as well. But let me explain to you the best to my ability of what makes a really good project. And this is kind of like why we built this project. Otherwise, I wouldn't be wasting my time here with you guys. The reason why we built this project is because we're bringing a lot of value into the community. And we want to build a community where we can basically have like an alpha group, an alpha community. The smarter our people are, the smarter our students and the smarter our members, the better our community is. So it doesn't benefit us to have members that don't know what the heck they're doing in the NFT space. You're going to see that a lot. People buy NFTs and they don't know what the hell they're doing. You know, they buy NFTs and they go there and they're trying to search for information on how this can help them, or they just buy it because someone recommended it to them and they're like, this is going to moon, diamond hand, hodl. But there's no real value in a lot of these NFTs projects. So this is the reason why we built Buck, because we're here to solve problems. As an entrepreneur, you can check out my business. I have a business called Stealth Agents, and we solve problems for people, right? So the same thing with this NFT space. We're here to solve problems. And the problem that there's many problems in this space. Number one, there's a lot of disinformation. Number two, there's a lot of scams. Number three, there's a lot of bad actors. Number four, there's NFTs that just want to make a quick buck and they don't care about their community. There's a lot of that happening in this space. And you may not see it, but it's happening everywhere. So I've bought into a lot of NFT projects. There's no other NFT project like ours. Here's the reason why. because you get a software, you get an alpha group, you get an NFT spreadsheet that we constantly update every day, that we hire 2 physical people with kids, that they go and update this spreadsheet, right? And they work for us. Number 4 is you also get access to our trainings. The problem in the NFT space is that there's a lot of disinformation, there's a lot of scams, there's a lot of these things. How do you know which one's which, and how do you know if your investments are safe, and how do you know if your devices are safe, and how do you know if the links that you're clicking are safe, or how do you know if the NFTs that you're buying are legit? Like, there's a lot of misinformation out there, and we help solve that in our community. So what we're doing here is we're solving a problem and helping people avoid all the BS and cut through all the noise and get right into what the legit projects are. So I haven't seen that anywhere in this space. And I've been in this space for quite a while. And if you guys tell me, there's another NFT project just like ours that does weekly live webinars, daily live streams, they have 8 people on support staff helping them with all their tickets, any questions that they have. They have a software that they've been building for 4 months. Most NFT projects, what they do is they will build the software as they cash in your money, as they collect your minting fees, right? Then they're going to start to decide whether or not they're going to build the software or not, or pocket the rest of the money and just run. But we have deliverables already. We're already delivering this over to you guys. We have the software, it's here. We're showing you. And this is a software that also solves our problems. And we have the training, right? So this is the difference between our NFT project versus any of those other NFT projects out there. And we're only 24 hours in, like not even 24 hours, because we started our sale yesterday at 5 p.m. It's only 4 p.m. right now. So let me show you guys. I know some of you guys are new, but let me show you guys how this works, how this software works. So back in the days when I was doing tokens, in this case, tokens or NFTs, we've got 2 types of things right now, and we're constantly building more features into this thing. We're looking at building a sniping bot. We're looking at building, when you guys are holding these NFTs and people are like, oh man, I want to get a buck for but it's like $1,000, but oh man, I want to get a buck, but it's like $3,000, or oh man, I want to get a buck, it's like 10,000. I don't think that's why the reason why I don't think the NFTs are going to be worth $150 or $300 in the near future, just because of how much value we already provide for our community, just for holding one NFT. So what we have here is we have 2 things, and this is lifetime. So when you hold an NFT, you get access to the NFT research. When you hold 3, you get access to the token research as well for tokens. And this is lifetime, for the life of it. Later on, we're going to be charging hundreds of dollars per month and thousands of dollars per month for these features. And those that can't buy a buck, they're going to end up buying the monthly subscription. And so this software is super powerful, because what it does is it takes the top 1% of traders, accumulates all of their wallets, and figures out basically on a dashboard and shows us what they're buying and what they're selling. So this is what our software does, right? So let's go and take a look and see our NFT research side. Before, what I used to do is I used to collect all of these different wallets, and I used to find out what people were buying. And it used to take me a long time to doing that.
I'm going to show them that, actually. Okay.
Yeah, you want to show them? Yeah. So in a few minutes, Ricky's going to show you, because I got to go and work on the contract here. But basically, I used to go into Etherscan, right? This is what I used to do here. This is how I got successful with NFTs. I went into Etherscan and I found an NFT right here. So it looks like today, all of the top traders, 1% of traders, bought $46,000 worth of Kit Bash boogers. And let's open this up. So we're going to open up OpenSea, Kit Bash boogers.
Some of these things are ridiculous, though, I gotta say.
Yeah, I actually looked at this. This is actually a 1-to-1 collection. So all of these are unique. These are all hand-drawn, collections here. So the floor price is 0.25, and it looks like they just started minting like a few days ago, like 1 day ago. They just started this thing, right? So it could be an early project. I mean, with the floor price is 2.215. And so what we're seeing here, this is what I used to do. I used to go into OpenSea. I used to open up a wallet. Okay, this is someone's wallet. Let's open up the holders here. So I used to open up the holders in Kit Bash Kaboogers, for example, and I would do this every single day. I would do my research in the morning like this. Okay, I would open these up, and then I would open up every single wallet, every holder, right here, right here. And these were the top wallet holders, right? So, and these are people that have a lot of money and they bought a lot of NFTs, or they're just the top holders, or in this case, they're smart traders. So in this case, I go to open up their ERC21, 721, and then I see and I find out what other NFTs they're buying. Monster Suit, huh? What the heck is that? You know, what is Monster Suit here? What's another one right here? Let's open up another wallet right here. And everything is an open book. Oh, what's Toy Boogers, and what is War Kitten, and what is Sunnies, what is Wonder Pals? Now I had to do this, you know, and this is a wallet right here that has $500,000 in their wallet. And I would go in here and I'd say, okay, what are these guys buying? Okay, Other Deed, Phantom Network, Gutter Punks, you know, what are they buying? And should I buy them? So the problem with this is that it was still hours and hours and endless hours of like transactions and going through all this crap. Instead, you know, I was talking to Ricky. I was like, dude, like, I think we can build a software that can automate all of this and make it a lot easier for us. And this was only for us. At the time, it was literally just for me and Ricky. I was like, I'm making a lot of money right now with NFTs. I'm showing you like the flips that I'm making. Like I had NFTs that I used to buy that didn't do jack. It was just like, it just sat there, right? And then the NFTs that I was making a lot of money from were the ones that were recommended to me by the people on Twitter, by the influencers, by the top traders, by all these people, right? The alphas and so all that stuff. And so I told Ricky, I was like, dude, why don't we take all the alpha wallets, put them together, and find out what they're buying? And that's exactly what we did. This right here is an accumulation of thousands and thousands of the top 1% of NFT traders and what they're buying today, not yesterday. It could be yesterday. We could also do yesterday, but today, right? Now, I can go to another tool like Icy Tools. And I know probably, hey, Terry, well, you can do that with Icy Tools. Well, you can't. You can't. You know why? Because Icy Tools tells you what everybody is buying. All the scammers and all of the flippers, they're telling you what everyone is buying. That's what Icy Tools does. You can't see just what the 1% are buying, the smart money. So this is what we do. We found out what just the 1% of buyers are doing, right? Yeah, it was super tedious. So these are what the 1% smart money are buying. And so this is how in business and in anything, there's an algorithm to success. And I found out that the algorithm to success was finding out what smart people were doing, right? When you're hanging out with the top 5 people and they're smart, versus you're hanging out with the top 5 people and they're the ones that are always like negative and always like fudding and always like, hey, this project won't do anything. Well, how many NFTs had you bought? Like, oh, I don't know, I haven't bought any yet. Well, that's probably the reason why. You know, this right here, basically this brings in all the smart people, all the smart money. We're taking accumulation of all the smart money in here and we're putting it into one dashboard and we're finding out what they're buying, right? This is the reason why we're successful in our trades. And if you want proof, go into our YouTube and go and take a look at some of the videos and take a look at one of them, Toxic Skulls. I found that literally by searching in here. And I was like, hey, let's take a look at this. And we just started scratching the surface here. Like I said, 24 hours in, people are starting to find the software. They're starting to use it. They're starting to find different types of NFTs in here. And they're basically going in here and they're searching and they're finding new things in here that haven't been found before. You know, and Monster Suit, like, what is this? I've never seen this before, right? So let's open this up. We go to OpenSea. We see that there's 1.2 owners, 2.7K items. It looks like it just started minting a few days ago. And the floor price is 0.09. There's a lot of activity right here. We're finding these projects without having to go on Discord, Twitter, and spending hours and hours and hours. And it looks like it's in pre-reveal. So without spending hours and hours of our time to doing this. We're just finding out what people are doing. We don't need an alpha group where we pay, you know, $400,000 to get into Bored Ape Yacht Club. Once again, to get into like these things, we're just finding them here. We find out what the Bored Apes are already buying, all the top traders. And we're also adding a lot of utilities too. So we're adding like charts as well. We're adding, yeah, Alpha. Let's take a look at Alpha Sharks. Alpha Sharks, but its entry is 6.7. So Alpha Sharks. I love looking at NFTs because that's what we do. So Alpha Sharks, ecosystem NFT holders. So you can see a project like Alpha Sharks with 3.2 thousand volume traded, and you can see a project like Bucks that's only 24 hours old. That still is just starting up, right? Let's take a look at activity. Alpha Sharks have been around for how long now? And they started at 0.3. Now they're at 0.7. Okay, and this is, and now 0.3, how many people have, you know, 0.3 to buy versus VanderSoft? We're only starting at 0.05 and 0.1. And we have all the stuff here as well. And we're constantly building. So I like to look at other NFT projects and kind of compare because like I said, I have not seen an NFT project that does daily live streams, that helps their community, that trains their communities, and with all these backings of students that already have made thousands of dollars within our community just within the past week. So that's kind of the value that we do bring. But yeah, something like Alpha Sharks, you can buy into this. So go ahead and spend $1,700 on this and see if they'll support you also and have trainings and constantly builds up. But yeah, I would love to see other projects that do this. And we were actually compared by another alpha group, a few alpha groups. They said that we're better than some of these other softwares. And so just imagine being in Bored Ape Yacht Club, day one of Bored Ape Yacht Club. That's how I feel like right now, where it's such a unique opportunity, a unique team behind it. Yeah, we're also adding charts. We're also adding charts into this. We're adding a sniper bot. We're adding charts into this, buy and sell pressure charts. It's literally in the works. We're adding the ability to buy right over here. Like we're adding all those things in here, and we're literally spending a lot of money on this. It is not cheap to do all this stuff. How do I get the software? So the only way you get the software right now is if you buy a Buck NFT.
I'll explain that too. I'll give you the login.
What is the limit of Buck per wallet? It's 3 per wallet. So basically you can only get 3 per wallet. So if you want more than 3, you have to either buy it on the OpenSea, which is why we designed it that way. And also if you want more than 3, just get a new wallet after public and, you know, open up 2 or 3 or 4 different wallets. Yeah, there's also another one here. If you guys want to take a look, Conium, we were talking about this earlier today, Conium Pass, and they also have a software. Now, here's the problem with their software. It's like Icy Tools, right? And yeah, they have charts and all that other stuff. Great. They probably pulled it from Icy Tools. They have charts and everything too. But like the problem with Conium is still the same. And like the problem with this is that I haven't seen any NFT software like ours. They will tell you what everyone is buying, all the scammers, all the flippers, and you don't know what to buy. You're like, what the hell am I looking at? Like, what am I going to buy? You know, what we do is we tell you exactly what the top traders, these are the people recommending stuff on Twitter, on Discord. These are the people with big wallets. We're not putting people that are flippers and scammers in here. We're only putting the top 1% of traders on here. That's the difference between our software and others. You can't compare us with others because there isn't any right now like it. So if we go to activity, this one right here, look at this. This started at 0.2 ETH. And their software, like another alpha group was like, yo, dude, like Conium has nothing on Bucks. Like it's called Azeroth. Go ahead and look them up. They called us like a few days or like last week or something like that. We had a whole bunch of members from Azeroth come in. And they were like, yo, dude, like Conium has nothing on Bucks. Like Buck is like freaking amazing. Like Conium, they start at 0.2 ETH and their floor price right now is 1.239. That's a lot. That's a lot floor price. So if you guys think that a software like ours that's way better, in my opinion, that has better utility, that has training, that has weekly and daily calls, voice chats, and support for the entire team. Like I said, you know, not financial advice, but you guys know where we're going here. We're not gonna stay at 0.1 ETH very long.
Yeah, I just want to remind you, it's like 6 more minutes to public, bro.
Yeah. All right, cool. So I'm gonna jump off right now, guys. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna make some changes to the contract. We're gonna actually close it off at 5 p.m. So if you guys are missing out on the mint 0.05, you know, I want you to be able to say, like, I want you to take screenshots. I want to be like, yo, dude, I got these at like 0.05. And the floor is like whatever now. I can say that. You know why? Because I've got meerkats that I bought for $300 or $178. Now they're worth 4,000 or 5,000 in just a few months.
Yeah, I screwed up on that.
I bought 55 of them. Okay, so if you guys want to know, like, and I bought a lot of projects like that as well. There's a lot of projects that I do believe in, and Buck, I absolutely believe in, because not just because it's biased and because it's ours, but because I haven't seen any other project like ours. And I keep saying that, but I have not. Tell me one project like ours. I will pay you money if you find me a project like ours. Like legit, I will send you 0.2 ETH. If you find me a project like ours, I want to challenge you guys. If you guys find me a project like ours, I will pay you 0.2 ETH. If you find me a project that has a software, training, recordings, daily live calls, weekly webinar trainings, and the software as kick-ass as ours, I promise you, I will pay you 0.25 ETH, 0.2 ETH, or 0.25. I don't care. I'll
double that.
Ricky will double that. Right?
I will double that. Okay.
Dude, like, tell me an NFT project that's like ours. I don't think there is any, because we're solving a problem right now in the space, and the space is crowded with a bunch of crap. And we're going to solve that problem here.
Pretty much.
And if you guys know our roadmap, this is just our Genesis collection. So we're going to have more collections afterwards as well. If you guys take a look at a project called Gojira, right? Gojira started at 0.05 ETH. You guys want to know what oh my gosh, like, one more second here, Ricky. Let me get a screen share for a second.
Take your time, bro. I mean, I was just here chilling, yo.
Like, we were talking about this in our group here. But dude, let me show you this. Let me show you the Gojira project. Okay. They started at 0.05. Right now they're at 18 ETH floor price. And this is their Genesis collection. And that's because a project like that has a lot of utility.
Hey, I'll show you a screen, brother. I took the host back until you were done.
Yeah. So a project like this has a lot of utility. Look at this. The floor price right now is $51,000. I mean, projects with utility always beat projects with no utility and just art, because people are smart nowadays. They're going to start looking at these just art projects and they'll be like, there's no benefit for me. It's just a hype train. I'm going to make a lot of money out of it. And all I want to do is pump and dump it and run. And that's what a lot of projects. And that's why you guys are seeing these NFT charts. It's like the typical NFT chart is like whoop, and then it goes back down, right? That's because typical NFTs don't have utility like ours. All right, so Ricky, I'm gonna let you take the screen here, but I'm gonna go and make changes to this contract here. You guys have 3 more minutes. You early whitelist minters, last chance, 3 minutes, and contract's gonna change here.
All right, I'm reclaiming the host. Cool, man. Yo, what up, guys? All right, so I mean, Teo is just the man when it comes to all this stuff. You know, it constantly amazes me. I mean, I've been in marketing since 2003, and I've watched a lot of things. Put a one in the chat if you guys remember JV Zoo and W Warrior Forum, like back in 2011, 2012. Like put a one in the chat if that's what you remember, or you guys are coming from completely just new stuff. Go ahead, let me see. Go right into YouTube, put the chat box. I'm gonna wait just a minute. I'm looking for that. I'll answer questions as we go along, 100%. All right. Yes, $3 NFTs get you full access to the software right now, as it is. We have a roadmap of future modules coming in. We'll update you guys in Discord. All right. So some people remember, it's coming a little lagged. Some people remember the JV Zoo days, the Warrior Forum days, that kind of software days. All right. So I kind of believe this is like a rebirth of that, okay? And I'll explain why. All right, so let me share my screen. Okay, let me go share my screen here. Make sure this is good, all right? See my desktop too. All All right, you guys should see my screen. All right, I'm thinking that you guys are seeing my screen right now. It says the screen sharing is on with photos on the bottom. All right, so why I say this is because if you look at something like Icy Tools, all right, which is really a leaderboard of the selling NFT projects. And the problem with these softwares is not that there's a problem, okay? I mean, it's really, really nice softwares. I really do appreciate the skill and development that went into Icy Tools, okay? I could see it's pure as day, it's gorgeous. However, what it does for a lot of the population that are just even getting into crypto or even have some experience, it makes you really just think, oh, should I just get into Pixel Cooters? It looks like it just launched. Or should I get into one onesies or one NFT? Should I get into Monster Suite? And, you know, you can click into this and you got to upgrade to get like the pro access and stuff like that. But when you look at stuff like that, you're kind of left like trying to gauge if you should get into a project. Why does this remind me of JV Zoo or like Warrior Forum days? Because it was the same shit. I mean, plain English. There was a leaderboard. There was projects launching every single day. You didn't know if the people had backbone, if they were going to support you. They were selling it for all different price ranges, from $7 all the way to $67 on the front. And you know, you had a bunch of people bum rushing, buying these projects after projects. Some people made money with them, some people didn't make money with them, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So you're yeah, Lon, back in our day, Lon Naylor knows this stuff, okay? Lon's been around for a while. Lon has been around with me, you know, since probably like 2012, I would say. You remember Weblify, when I built that software, Weblify. That's why I think I met you. That was about 2012. Weblify was a software, guys, that can build WordPress sites out in 5-minute flat with like Amazon links, YouTube videos, ClickBank links, article content, keywords, a professional theme, get you ranked. It was an amazing platform. It took me 4 years of my own development skills to build. I built that myself. That's when I was like really grinding as a developer and a marketer. But I'm seeing like the same shit here. All right, you get people, okay, that you know, maybe have a utility, or maybe have a community, or maybe have a software, and just want to throw this up because this is the new woohoo in the market. All right, where our skill and experience comes from, we approach this one a little bit differently. We know how to build audiences, we know how to build communities, we know how to build quality software, and we just wrapped an NFT around it. And actually, that wasn't even my idea. That was Teo's. Okay, I come from the old school, sell you a license for the software, upgrade you for another license. That's where I come from. All right, I've made multiple millions of dollars doing that. Okay, but NFTs bring it to a different level, and I want to explain this a little bit. I was on Twitter Spaces the other day with Teo. Okay. Yeah, I was on Twitter Spaces with Teo the other day, and we were talking to another NFT project. I think it was like Yoki Kingdom or whatever. And they're in the gaming space, and they do like gaming. And they have NFT characters as a utility, and then you buy an NFT, and then now your character's in that game, and then it gets like superpowers and all this other crap, which is really, really cool. I mean, I'm not a gaming guy myself. I mean, I love games, but I don't play it as much as I used to. But like NFTs have a utility, okay? And once you grasp that, and we were talking about like the space, how could NFTs enhance your business? Whether you're a local business, like say you own a restaurant, or say you're even a construction company, or maybe you're a lawyer, okay, or whatever. I always think of ways to twist, you know, the new marketing into your current business model. So I come from a software background, a hardcore digital marketing background. And by the way, guys, everybody that's in Buck NFT, I'm going to drop you my $900,000 boot camp. I show you how in a month I pulled in $900,000 with digital marketing. And I'm going to show you that. That's what I come from. That's where I'm really good at. And I'm going to give you that as a bonus. So in Buck Discord, all right, anybody that has an NFT holding will be having access to a specific channel. I don't care if you have one or you have three. I'll drop it in that channel for you guys. It was a bonus that I gave my Divorce the Boss community. And I just want you guys to have as much good information as possible. All right. But anyway, all right. So basically, we wanted to combat a lot of the bullshit in crypto. And I think we're doing a good job. And what Teo says, like the top 1%, that's because we want to follow the whales. And that's why I titled this live stream, How to Profit Off the Whales. And once this concept just clicks and you kind of just get it. All right. So I want you to think like this. Imagine you can see Nancy Pelosi's trades over 2020. Imagine you could see all of Warren Buffett's trades over 2020. Imagine you could see some of the top guys, okay, as an open book and see their trades. Now, problem is you can go search it and you can find the trades. All right, but they're already old. They're already bad. They're already old. You would have missed out completely. So then you got communities like Bored Ape Yacht Club. You got other NFT communities that I'm part of that you got to wait for these people to drop whitelist and all the other crap. And which, while that's cool, whatever. All right, we want to have a way that we can use the open book data that's already existing in the market. And we started off, and I'm going to show you this first. Okay, we started off with this section. All right, the wallet section. Let me go click this. Now, the wallet research was where the software was born, and it helped me tremendously. See, me and Teo, we talked about the strategy, and he showed you a little glimpse before of what he had to do. And, you know, I'll give you the strategy right here. I mean, you can do this right now without buying anything. It's going to take you a lot of time to decipher, and you're not going to have the tools and stuff like that we have, but it's okay. I want to show you what really goes into it. Okay, the first step. Okay, so let me pull out a whiteboard here. Okay, I'm a visual guy, and I know a lot of people are visual. All right, so let me pull out a whiteboard here. So basically, we need to find a big project. Okay, something like, you know, say Tama, that was big. We need to find something like SHIB. We need to find something like Doge. All right, or these big projects. And then what we want to do is we want to have a specific way to find out the wallets. And we don't want exchange wallets. We don't want, you know, burning wallets. We don't want any of that crap. We want basically just the people that have, you know, the whales that are spending multi-millions of dollars, and we want to get their wallets. All right. And once we get their wallets, all right. So say, you know, we started off with like 200 wallets in the system, and now we have a whole system where our VAs are basically taking what we used to do with the research and adding wallets to the system every single day, which gets exciting. So they're finding these big projects, and they're basically deciphering the wallets, and they're adding it to VanyoSoft, all right, which makes it even more exciting. So the software is just going to keep on growing and growing with data, all right? But then what we had to do is we needed to find what they were buying, all right? So let me just, you know, show you really, really quick. All right, so we'd have to come over here to the holders tab, and we'd have to find out, all right, what is going on here? All right, what does this even look like? And you see all these are wallet addresses. So we'd have to go over here and we'd have to open them up in new tabs. I'm just gonna open up like 2 or 3, you know, and then we'd have to go look at each one of them. And we look at the tabs right here, and you see this, it says filtered by token holder. We'd have to click that. We have to come over here, click that. Then we have to come over here, click that. Then we have to come over here and click that. Now, once we are inside of a holder wallet, all right, we'd actually have to go look at, the tokens. Like we'd have to actually go see what the hell is going on here. And we'd have to look at the ERC20 token transactions. So imagine going through all these tabs, going through this process, and you could do this all day if you want. Okay, this is how it started. I mean, this is what, like, we're giving you the formula right here. I mean, the formula's here. I mean, I can't give you the formula how we got into the software. That's proprietary, but honestly, it wasn't easy. That was not easy. And I have about 20 years of development experience, and I'm working with some key developers, and we were scratching our heads a bunch of times just to get this done. All right. So over here, okay, we're now into, we're out now into the transactions. And now we see Walt Disney. Okay. And in my opinion, that looks bullshit. That actually looks like not a good contract right there. Over here, look, then we have another wallet, Walt Disney. Then we got another wallet, okay? Rug Bank, okay? Then we got another wallet, then we ApeCoin, okay? And this has, some normal stuff, okay? Like Gorilla and stuff like that. So you'd have to go through these tabs, and each tab, and you'd have to go kind of figure this shit out and be like, all right, what the hell is Kodak project? What is this Rug Bank project? I mean, Rug Bank, which sounds to me like a rug pool project. What is this Walt Disney project? So you have to go over here into Walt Disney, and then you say, oh, look, 841 holders. No transfers at all. That tells me it's bullshit, okay? But when you're new in crypto, you can get screwed. I'll tell you that much, because if you, okay, so say you listen to the advice that people told you, the earlier you get into projects, the more you're going to make. And then your indicator was going to Etherscan and seeing how many holders they had, 841 holders. And you say, oh, wow, this project is still early. There are red flags right here, I can tell you, okay? Just because of my experience of being rug pulled, as well as buying into bullshit projects, I can tell just by looking at this page. But it took me a good couple of months to even understand that, all right? I didn't get this at all right? Because when I first went to Etherscan, I was like, what? You know, what the frick is going on? All right. So over here, you can see that the quantities are being injected in massive amounts of quantities of Walt Disney. That's my first flag right there. Injections of massive amounts of quantities. And first of all, it's Walt Disney. Okay, let's just be real. Disney doesn't have a coin. And if they did, it'd probably be all over the place. And if this is real, I'll smack my head. But to me, it doesn't seem real. All right, but then what you had to do is you have to take the contract. Okay, I'll tell you the next step. Then you got to come over here to Deck Screener. All right, and go into Deck Screener and see if you can find the contract. So let's go over here and see if we can find the contract. All right, 209 million%. Yo, guys. You may be like, whoa, this is an amazing project. It went up to 209 million% in like a day. I need to get into this. And look, I'm joking about it because I've been screwed by this before and now I know how to tell. But like, look at this. This is all buys, 25,000, 17,000, 25,000. I mean, all right, I'm gonna give you guys this. All right. If you go to divorcetoboss.com/TV, I made a video right here, okay, about crypto honeypots. How not to lose your money. You may want to check that out. I'm going to put that in the chat right here. Okay, so you guys have that. All right. So basically over here now, you can see that this is a major rug pull about to happen. And, you know, I was just going to, you know, I was showing you this from the jump. No good. But you had to go over to Deck Screener. You had to go over to Dex Tools. You had to decipher this information. And then you had to make a chart and kind of figure out, okay, the coin patterns, what's going in, what's going out. You want to talk about like days of research, you know, 4 or 5 hours of doing this type of research. That's what it was. Okay. So at this point, we said, screw all that. We're going to put all the wallets in the system. Okay, we're going to research the wallets to make sure it's not bullshit wallets, okay, that actually have real transactions, not rug pulls in them. Because what you need to understand is that what these scam artists do is they find all the top wallets via Etherscan, and then like I just showed you with Disney, they airdrop thousands of tokens over to these wallets. And what happens in that is that, you know, it gets a lot of people, because then you go to Deck Screener and you see, oh, this guy just put 25,000 in, 17,000 in, 18,000 in, and you're like, all right, I'm just gonna put $1,000 in right now. And you're like, cool, I'm gonna make a shit ton of money with this. Then you check Uniswap and your $1,000 a day later is worth $7,000. And you're like, oh, I just made $7,000 off this project. I just put $1,000 in. And then lo and behold, well, guess what? You can't pull your money out. You can try all day to get that $1,000 out. It will not allow you to get that $1,000 out, okay? Therefore, that's called a honeypot. And they got so smart about it that what's happening is that tools like Token Sniffer and other things are not the go-tell anymore. You can't just go to Token Sniffer and say, oh, it's telling me it's a honeypot. Let me trust it. There's two of them I got screwed with. They looked good. They had sells too, not just all a run up. They had sells. So I kind of got screwed with it. But Token Sniffer told me it was not a honeypot. Contract is sellable. That was bullshit. Okay, so you just gotta be watching there, all right? Okay, just giving you a little warning. But anyway, so we built the tool so that we can decipher all the wallets that have realistic transactions, and that's what our VAs are doing, and they're trained to do, okay, professionally, and get through the bullshit and put it here. So voila, okay, we have something like this. Oh, let me close some pages because I have too much crap open. But what we have is something like this, which gives us a realistic where real money is going in and out of the money, out of the market. And I'm talking about multi-millions of dollars. You're looking at, okay, this market cap on APE, which is just ridiculous, is 14.65 billion. All right, 296 million, okay, was just purchased in ApeCoin in literally 7 days. What was sold? Another important indicator. All right, we can see that 1.8 million, actually 1 billion of ApeCoin was sold in the past 7 days. All right, that's 1.1 billion. Amazing shit. Okay, to be completely blunt with you. What I like to do is I like to come to the 1 day. All right, I want to see what's going on today. I like to click the 50. All right, and we're not limiting this data. We may in the future, but you guys as a buck NFT holder, and you come in this way and you get access to the sections that we promised, we're never going to limit the data for you. All right. We've talked about that and discussed it because I know I'm a software sales expert and I know how to slice up software so that we make money with the software. But at this point, we wanted to get the community going. We wanted to get the NFTs going. And I think, it would be unfair to limit, you guys at this, at this point. So anyway, for you guys are live, appreciate you. For everybody who's going to watch this replay, because I know there's going to be a ton of people that do, just pay attention. All right, so I like to come to the 50, and I like to go down to the bottom. And I like to start seeing what's going on here, all right? Like Serum, I never heard of that. What is that? It has about 10,000 holders right there. Metaverse MV, 54,000 was just purchased, okay, just today in Metaverse MV. It has 171 holders. What is that? I like, so what I would do is I click that button, okay, and I start to do my research. I start to go to their Twitters, I go to their Discord, I go to their Telegram, and my first key indicator is, well, how many followers do they got? Do they got activity? It doesn't look like a bunch of the team is just in there chatting and hyping it up. Is there developers, what they call it doxed? I didn't understand what that meant at first, but revealed developers. Do they have realistic members? Like you can actually tell this type of shit, right? So they have 172 holders. So my next step is I want to go over to Etherscan. You can do the same exact thing with the NFT research portal. They both work hand in hand. And we can look over here that there are transfers going on, which is a good sign. It's going up actually a lot, which is pretty nice. There's only 2 billion in supply. There's 172 holders. So I can come to the holders. And my next step, which we used to do this manually, is go through over here and we'd have to go find all the wallets and decipher from here. But now with Manusoft, now we don't have to do that. Okay, we can just come back over here and go directly to Dex Screener. So I'm gonna go click that open. And the next step is I'm looking at what's going on. Now, this is not bad. Okay, 10% in 24 hours. Now, think about that. Look at this. Look at this going up. So I'm going to go put this on a 4-hour chart really fast and see what's going on. Look at that. It's still going up. So another indicator I like to use is the MACD. And I open up the MACD and it tells me right quick if I should enter the market. All right. Now, remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a chart guru. I'm just teaching you shit I know. All right. So basically over here, I can tell that this line has crossed the sell-off period. So I may want to enter this. This is pretty damn sweet. So, I don't have my MetaMask on this demo computer because I'm using, this is my production computer, which I'll have to fix. But you can literally just go trade this on Uniswap quick. And you can come over here and it imports the token for you. And then you can select whatever. Say you had Ethereum in your wallet, blah, 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 blah. And then you can enter the position here. And what I like about the 4-hour chart is every little piece right here is 4 hours. So now think about if you would have got in over here and you just let that go. So then I would just have the 4-hour chart open and every few hours I'll come back and check this chart. And once I start to see this little line right here, it tells me I should probably get out and I can make 10% of my money. Now, if I put say 10 grand into that, 10% is pretty nice on 10 grand. All right. So I'm just letting you know, not financial advice, but this is what we do when it comes down to this section of the screen. We can use other tools like Token Sniffer, okay, to check the validity of the contract. Okay, we can click that button. And remember, like I said, look, it doesn't find it. Sometimes Token Sniffer can find it, sometimes it can't. If that happens, another solution you can do is you can take the contract and copy that, and you could come over here and just search for it over here and see if it finds it. And I don't think it found it because honestly, we do that automatically for you. But it looks pretty damn good, okay? You can even use another tool called Dex Tools. and Dex Tools will pop up, and it tries to find the contract for you. All right, here, it found it right here. Click this button. All right, let's click this, and let's go look at Dex Tools. Dex Tools, all right, is showing you on the 15-minute. You can come a little bit like this. You got to be careful with some of this stuff. You want to make sure you're working with the right exact contract. Problem with Dex Tools is we can't feed it a direct contract. We have to give it a search query for the contract, and scam artists sometimes duplicate contracts and make similar contracts. So what Dex Tools does is find similar variations. So my question to you guys actually would just be, use that as caution. It's very, very good with a brand new coin that is just launching, about to launch. It gets the data really fast. But I like Dex Screener because it's getting you realistic, great data. And my plan, guys, part of the roadmap is getting some of these charts in the system. So we have charting that's coming out real soon, hopefully within the next few days, that's going to give you analytical data. Then we have charting that's going to come in here that is like real-time transactional data. So my goal is I want to make the software so badass that I don't have to leave the software to get my metrics, especially when doing this stuff. Okay, so good shit there. All right. So this is what we teach. We go into more details and stuff like that, right? At the end of the day, but you can get in. I mean, 171 on hold is not freaking bad. So I come over here, see what people are buying, 54,000, and then I also come over here and see what people are selling. All right, and there's a lot of projects that I never even heard of. Okay, seriously, I never heard of. I heard of Gala, of course. I heard of 1 Inch and stuff like that. But I haven't heard of stuff like Luffy. What the hell is Luffy? Okay. And Luffy, you could do, I'm not going to go through this again, but you could do the same exact thing. You could basically look, at all the tools. You can go through, you can go to their official site, you can join their socials, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All right. So, not financial advice, but I caution you, but do your research. This makes this a lot easier. So then I said to Teo, I'm like, you know what, this is amazing. We're going to build this out even more. And then Teo hit me up. He's like, Rich, I'm killing it with NFTs, murdering it. And me, I'm still like an NFT idiot. I'm not really getting it all. I mean, I got it, but I'm not getting it all. And it's a whole different animal, because if you look at the charts for BTC, you look at the charts for Ethereum, you'll see that lately they've been going down. And I've also been watching since, last quarter, they've been stagnant. I'm saying? Volume's been like that. Okay. Yeah. You've got traders out there that could trade trade those successfully. I'm not a day trader. I never was a day trader. I'm only getting into day trading. And honestly, I'm still keeping my time with it because, I made money with crypto, a lot of money. I haven't lost a lot of money with crypto. So I can say I'm in and out at the same time. But, but with NFTs, what I'm trying to get at here, NFTs, I've constantly seen go up and up and up in their projects, and then trade a pretty normal trade. Even when the market is going down, like say bits going down, NFTs are staying, consistent or even going up. Now I know they're pegged to Ethereum, so the price is going to fluctuate with that, but the sales volume and the people buying them is not stopping. Okay, which reminds me of JV Zoo. Okay, completely blunt with you. Now I'm gonna come over here to NFT research. I'll close out this window because I got too much crap up. And I'll tell you this much: this is always going to change. This data will never stay the same because it's aggregating against the top 1% of traders. Now the wallets that are inside here, okay, the wallets that are inside here are different than the wallets that are inside the wallet research. We did this on purpose because we want to get the top 1% of wallets that are actively trading NFTs, not just actively trading coins. Yes, there may be a crossover, but the way that the system works is that it only analyzes, the different types of wallets for the different types of projects. All right. So what we're doing here is we're looking at the holders. We're looking at the value. Remember, this is the purchase side. This is the sold side. Okay. And you can come over here and you can see the total supply. You can go down here to the top 50. Okay. And we're constantly improving the data. We're constantly matching it up and making sure that we're getting it for the blockchain correctly, and it's been completely on point. We may find some bugs here and there, and that's due to because of the data being pulled every 3 hours. Okay, we can't pull it every 5 minutes. the server would blow up. Okay, so basically, especially when analyzing this amount of wallets and data, it just wouldn't be feasible. So we did the best we could. We tweaked and optimized it to the point. And realistically, you're not missing NFT purchases in 5 minutes. You're not. All right. So this data is consistently going to change. You can come over here and you can get a good look at some of these NFT projects that, hey, you may have not heard of. Okay, and there's a lot over here that I didn't hear. Like, what the hell is Whiskers? All right, so I can come over here. I can go to their official site. I can, know if it's minting or not. What's the collection? Who's behind this? Blah, 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 and all the other stuff that you have to do your own research with. All right, but I'd like to go through this and find some stuff that I may be able to get into that maybe it just minted. Analyze the volume and the floor price, see if they've been around for a while, see if they're just brand new. I found this other one. It was called BFF. I could find it again because I'm telling you, this changes all the time. Let me go over here to 50. Let me see if I can find it, if that was being sold. Here's VFriends being sold already. Okay, 165,000 was sold. His VFriends, okay, 316,000 was bought in the past 7 days. And if I want to get granular, I'll just go back to the 1 day quick, all right? And I'll start looking at the 1 day. You can see just today alone, $25,000 has been spent on VFriends, 22,000 in cool pets, some cool stuff. I'm looking for the specific one. I actually don't see it right now. So if you can't find something that you didn't see, you could just come over here and type it in. And I think this is it, BFF. Let me just make sure. My BFF. Let me see if this is it. Yeah, this is it actually. Okay, so I seen people go nuts buying. I mean, the wallets go nuts buying this over here, and it was mybff.com. And let's go look at the transactions. All right, that are happening. So I want to see the in transactions. And I want to see the age. So 3 days ago, okay, all the wallets, some of the wallets were buying. This is going to give you an aggregation of all the wallets. And it's going to allow you to basically come in here and check what they're buying for this specific token. We have changes coming to this page a lot. So don't expect this to stay the same. We are putting charting and more stuff that's going to end up here. Well, let's go over to OpenSea quick. I want to check this out. All right. So just give it a second. It needs to find it. Here it is. So say you come to this project and, you see 4.4 ETH volume traded. The floor price is still below ETH, but has raised 0.8 is pretty nice. That's about 7,000 owners. And then you come and you see this and you're like, what are these things? And you see all right, well, guess what? It's not like Buck where we have all different rarities. Maybe some of these have rarities. I don't know. But honestly, it all looks the same. But people are buying this up. And you start to research the project a little more. So you go back over into their website and you see they have their Discord here. You got their socials here. But we do the work here with VanderSoft. Okay, if you click the button, okay, no, over here. If you click, we have the socials over here. There is a way to put the pop-up. Maybe I missed that or whatever. But anyway, let me go back to the point. So the point is you're coming over here and you're looking at this and you're doing your research. What really piqued my interest with this is they got a really damn good roadmap. All right, that they're doing, and they have some good founders over here. Tara Banks is one of the founders of BFF. Okay, and they got a good team. They all got their faces here. Some celebrities get behind this type of stuff. They got the development team and all the other stuff here. It's really sweet. So if you have conviction in a project, and that's what Teo was talking about, conviction. You dump like 3,000 or 4,000 into this stuff like that. You join their Discord, you join their community. And what I like about the NFT space is it's growing these communities. Okay, you're getting involved with different people you probably wouldn't have access to unless you bought their $10,000 mastermind, $15,000 mastermind. I know back in the day when I used to buy masterminds, it would cost me, depending on the tenacity of it, sometimes $5,000, sometimes $20,000. I bought $25,000 masterminds in my career. All right. And I've done that just to get into different networks. Now with the NFT space, it's like buy an NFT and now you're there. So if you can swap up an NFT, all right, for let's see what the buy now is on this thing. Okay. The buy now is 0.8 ETH. Okay. So let's go, ETH to USD converter. All right, so let's look at 0.88 ETH. We're looking at about $2,000. Now imagine they keep on growing this and growing this and growing this. You're a part of their community now for $2,200. All right. And you have conviction in this. You buy one. Now you're in the Discord. Now you got access to all their community things and all the growing that they're doing, and they blow up. Well, that's what happened to Board 8 Yacht Club. They started at $200. I mean, like, yeah, like Voyager too, 100%, just like Voyager. All right. So like guys, this is like the new shit that you're going to have to get used to. And this is what's going on. And what VanyoSoft does, it allows you to be like, you know, take action on it. Okay. And get into these projects. What VanyoSoft will not do, it won't tell you to buy. It won't tell you when to sell. Okay. We can't like legally do that, but we could teach you on the indicators. We can give you the trainings. We can give you the how-tos. We can give you the step-by-steps on how you could become aware. We've had people in our community say they've learned more in crypto in the past few months than the past few years just being in our Divorce the Boss community. And the way that we're sectioning this out is that we got a Divorce the Boss community, which you're going to be part of as part of VanyoSoft. But as part of holding a Buck NFT, you're going to be part of the Buck NFT community, which is going to have alpha channels and other things that we're doing. So they're going to align, and you want to be part of both those communities. All right. So yes, I know I've been talking for a bit, but private mint is live. Okay, so if you want to go get the public mint is live.
Actually, not yet, Ricky. I'm waiting for the transaction to go through. Literally, ETH decided to be very slow right now.
All right, guys. So look, I mean, take some time. There's no gun down your mouth right now. Just relax, having some fun. Okay. Once Teo gets it all set up and squared away, you'll be able to get the public. Right now, you probably can still get the whitelist. Okay. It's just going a little bit over. All right. So whatever. Take action. I wish I would have took action on Doodles, to be completely honest with you. I seen this when I first started. And at that point, you know, let's go to Doodles. Let's go to OpenSea quick, and let's go look at this and see how fast that was. I don't have to figure things out. I can click a button in VanyoSoft, go to the spot that I want in literally like 0.1 millisecond. I was like, and then I get to over here and I can go to the activity. And I want to see, you know, all time, okay, like where it actually started off, right? And they started off in November of 21. I didn't actually see that in November of 21. I think where I seen this was sometime January or maybe even February when I seen it. I seen it in VanyoSoft. And it was like, it was being traded at, 21 ETH. Wow, they blew up, dude. Somewhere around here. I don't remember where exactly it was. Okay, but it wasn't 21 ETH. It was something like down over here, probably like around here. I don't remember when. I can't give it a time. But I kind of want to kick myself in the butt because honestly, it's 23.13 ETH, which if I went back over here and we look at that, it equates to, all right, that is $65,000. All right. So even if I would have spent $15,000 on that, my NFT would have been worth about $65,000, which is amazing. And I caution you, and this is coming from experience here, guys. I screwed up with meerkats and I kicked myself in the head about it, but oh well, you can't do anything about it. I had about 10 meerkats and I was doing other things at the same time, and I listed them on floor just to sell them in ROI. They went like in a second, and I didn't realize I screwed up a decimal point. I lost a lot of money. So be careful when you're selling your shit. Make sure you're paying attention and you're not like, you know, rushing to do something, because when you rush, that's when bad things happen, and this is where you lose a lot of money. And I've been told by successful traders, look, if you're in a rush, you're going to lose a lot of money. Okay, you're going to. It's inevitable. You can't do, you know, so just take your time, learn, analyze. You know, there's no gun to your head, and just follow communities like Buck NFT, Divorce the Boss, and you know, and get in. All right. So I'll tell you what we're gonna do here with these wallets, bro, is I think we're gonna start moving them around in different spots. It's good for analytical data, but I gotta talk to you about some stuff there. Top move coins is another great section, which we're gonna probably move into wallet research. It's just the way that we query the data. And the only difference from here and this, okay, is that these coins that are being traded, moved, they have to exist in X amount of wallets at the same time. In wallet research, it can only exist, the token is going to be in one wallet. It doesn't matter if it's in one wallet. In this, we want to make sure they're in X wallets so that you can actually see there's multiple whales buying and there's multiple whales selling. Well, we find that this feature is great. So I'm going to figure out how to move it into wallet research. But there is, you know, a really, really good it's good that in wallet research you can find even if only one wallet bought it, because you would have missed that in this module. Okay, so that's the only difference with that. You're not going to see data syncing. That's a super admin tool that helps us sync in case something's stuck and stuff like that. All right. So I mean, on the front side, the software is very simplistic. It's not really like hard to like get used to and understand. On the other side, it's more about like learning the research and understanding the project you're getting into, following the plays that we have in Discord, being part of the community. And now all you guys are pretty much affiliates. So everybody that has a Buck NFT, whether it's 1 or 3, you could sell those NFTs. I know there's going to be a way for you to get more in the future. Okay, so I'll let Teo chime in on that. But this brings me over to the section where I'll talk about a little bit about the roadmap. Okay, so I'm going to come back to Buck NFT. This is, you can find this, all this information in case you missed something. We even have the replay of yesterday's live stream on this page. But this is what I'm getting excited for, okay? Phase 2. And we're like in here already, all right? So charting and quick dashboards are being developed as we speak, okay? So that means that we're gonna have faster analytics, very, very easy on the eye, indicators that tell us certain things, all right? And it's not an easy task, but this is getting done. All right, detailed analytics, we do have that already, but we're going to make it a lot better. All right, we wanted to get the software out and useful and people making money with it. And we have a ton of people making money with it. All right, so that's really good. Another thing which is coming in the pipeline is adding multiple chains. So like if I want to see what's going on in Snowflake, Snowtrace, all right, that's AVAX. I want to see what's going on in Kronos. I want to see what's going on in Binance or Solana. All right, we want to add that type of stuff to the software. We even have more detailed NFT information coming. So, IC Tools gives you very, really good detailed information on, a particular NFT project. Well, imagine having, the Whale Wallet, NFT project that they're buying and having, the same or even better information in the system to make quicker decisions. Rug pull awareness modules. This is going to be where, okay, I just told you, Walt Disney, okay, Disney token. It's bullshit. We want to be able to actually alert you if it is a rug pull and not to be putting your money inside of that. Complete learning environment. I just talked to the team while Taya was talking before, and I'm getting an update on our learning management system. That's going to get put into VanyaSoft. Call space is integrated. What that means is that, we are part of some key alpha channels and communities that do have some good calls. We're going to aggregate that data into VanyaSoft where that you'll be able to get that data to without having to go through Telegram and Discord and all these other groups to find some of that data. And then it will correlate with the research where you can put in contract addresses and find some stuff. Okay, Teo is working on development of Buck 2D. And Buck 2D is going to be another version and another supply, so you can get in with that too as well. Working on the Bucks token that's going to have different utility. We come from backgrounds of e-commerce and servicing clients and media buying, so we're wrapping some of our skill sets and services into this project so that you'll be able to purchase them with Bucks token, as well as staking abilities and things that we have on the pipeline. So that's not here yet. We're going to get excited to get that going. And Buckverse to be announced. So Buckverse is, as it says, we're going to be doing live events. All right, so live events are coming to a chicken near you. What we're going to do is we're going to figure out, where you guys can meet us for live. I've done live events before. We'll have professional streamers there to stream the content if you can't make it to specific groups or wherever we can do, say YouTube, whatever. And then we're going to just have a grand old time. Teach a lot of crypto knowledge, teach a lot of NFT knowledge, teach about DeFi and the farms and stuff. Teo got me into that early. I had a lot of success with Kronos farms and a lot of success even with high risk farms. And I also had a lot of failures. I lost a lot of money on farms too as well. So you have to have a good risk tolerance when you're playing with these assets. And that's what we teach the community. All right. And overgo again, what you're getting is a 3 Buck NFT holdings is going to get the whole enchilada. Okay. You're going to get that all. Now, remember, there's a bug in the contract. If you buy 1 Buck NFT, you're going to have to use another wallet address to buy the other 2, which kind of sucks. So just wait. Still available. Buy 3 in one shot, and then you're good to go. You get access to the software. If you want to, quickly flip them, they're completely up to you. It's at your own discretion. Holders, I think, will benefit a lot more in the future, but that's totally just my opinion. And what do I know? So anyway, that's pretty much what I got for you guys. I know we're going on about, an hour and 45 minutes here, but I'm just happy and we're seeing movements. All right, so let's go look over here at the transactions. What's going here? I want to see what's going on. 8 minutes ago. Okay, so people are still minting and stuff like that. 60 minutes ago, 17 minutes ago. I'm not sure what this means over here. Oh, out of gas, so maybe something happened over there. That's the frustrating thing when it comes to some of this stuff is, you're trying to push something through and then you get an out of gas or some error on the router and you just have to break through it, stuff like that. So
or Ethereum's down or like Ethereum's slow right now.
Exactly.
This is crazy. Like I'm waiting right here and I've been trying to like push this transaction through, even like putting in higher gas fees and stuff like that.
Wow. So what's that? What you're trying to push a transaction is not working?
Yeah, I'm pushing a transaction so we can unlock the contract for public, but right now it's been 30 minutes and I have like 8 pending transactions and I'm just like testing new things. But yeah, it's really slow right now. So I do apologize, guys.
Sometimes that happens, dude. It's just like what it is. But
it's
all right, bro. It's all right. Like, shit happens. All right, guys. So is there any kind of questions you guys have? Happy to stay on for a bit more and answer any questions. I definitely want to be, getting back to the community inside what we have right now. I'm going to give you a page to go to get all our replays and stuff like that. It's called, let's see, right here, private mint. Okay, I'm gonna put it over here. Okay, so on this page, when you go to it, you'll be able to see, yesterday's replay, as well as get instructions if you're still confused on MetaMask and stuff like that. And this is what's happening right now. So the replay of today's live will be on this page as well. Once this is done, you'll be able to see that, skim through it, see whatever you need to do with that. Just want to get you that page. I also want to get you some more important links. All right, we're always going to have this page updated, with up-to-date stuff that we're doing in the roadmap and what we got going on. If you need to log into the software, you can use app.vanyasoft.io to go log into the software. And if you want to join, it's a Mint. Here's the Mint page. Okay, so that's the Mint page that will, once Teo got working for the public sale. And then you'll see, how much supply is left, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm happy to stay on, answer some more questions with you guys, go through things. If not, we're going to start to wrap this up. Okay, I got a lot of work to do, and those Teo does as well. Teo, do you have stuff you want to speak about? Because I don't really see that many questions coming up.
Yeah, other than like what we can do is we're gonna notify you guys through Twitter and all those things once this thing is up and running. But public mint is still not available yet because we're waiting for Ethereum. And it's just something that we can't control right now. Ethereum Gwei is usually it's 3 times more than what it usually is right now. It's like at 130 Gwei usually at this time. Well, it should be around like 20 to 30 to 40 Gwei. Right now it's at 130 Gwei right now. So we're experiencing some heavy Ethereum delays right now. So we can't really change this contract as it's pending, but we'll let you guys know for sure.
Okay, so if you're not on the whitelist, how could you buy? Well, you're gonna just have to wait on Twitter or go in BuckBuck NFT. Go to BuckBuck Discord, all right? And I'll just give you the link here in case you guys are not involved with that somehow.
Or you could also buy it off the floor, which is 0.09 right now, because public is going to be 0.1. But also, 0.1, you may get some rares there too. So that's kind of the benefit of buying mint is that you don't know what you're going to get at mint.
Yeah, I'll give them the link right here. So you can go over here to collection BuckBuck, right? And it'll bring you to this page over here. It'll open up on the screen. All right. And then you can go just buy off the floor if you like. You can just come over here, click the buy now button. All right. And then these are all available right now. Okay. Oh, some of them are. I guess, yeah, they're available to buy. You can do that. And they're still pretty damn decent price, honestly. Still a really damn good price. All right, guys. I guess, let's let Teo do what he has to do. I got to get some stuff done as well. We just wanted to get on, show face, and just be here with the community. Let you know that we're taking care of everything and just show you some more stuff with the software. If there's anything else you guys have as far as questions, more than happy to answer them. Let me know. If not, we're gonna start to wrap this up, dude.
Yeah, I mean, cool thing, guys, is like we're seeing the floor price go up. I mean, you know, before it was like 0.08, 0.07 somewhere. Now it's like 0.09, and people are starting to buy it up. So yeah, we're just waiting for this GUI to go, you know, slow down, and so we can put this transaction through. But right now it's still really, really slow. I'm gonna try something else, but I'll let you guys know once this thing goes through. And yeah, so if you guys are inside the Discord, join in and wait for our announcements. Wait for our Twitter as well. Check out our Twitter and put notifications on when we do have it off on live for public sale. But right now it's just an unfortunate timing that, you know, Ethereum is really slow right now.
I'm just getting them the link one more time to make sure that they're in buck so they don't miss out.
Yeah, so check back in like another hour or so, maybe 30 minutes to an hour. And I think the public should be live by then, but just go ahead and also check our Twitter. I'll be posting on there once the public is active and live. Right now it's.
Yeah, well, also guys, keep this page bookmarked, because as soon as Taylor gives me the word, I'm gonna update it here too as well, so that you'll see that it's live. All right. So there'll be multiple ways that you don't miss out before the supply is gone. All right.
Yeah, let me try resetting the MetaMask as well and resetting my cache. Let me try doing all those things here.
Stop sharing quick. Do this here. Yeah, so I mean, we're gonna keep it moving, guys. We're gonna sign right there. Gotta keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
Keep it moving, baby. You know what I'm saying? 100%.
All right, guys. I'll be updating you guys as time goes on.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Expect that in the next like maybe 30 minutes. But definitely take a look into our Discord and also our Twitter. Twitter is probably the easiest. If you have Twitter on like your phones, you can actually get the notifications. So just subscribe to our Twitter and do notifications on there so you get notified. But we will be updating you when this thing is up and running live. It's just, this sucks right now.
Okay, and just let me give one more thing I want to show you guys. All right, you can still join this right here if you want an email notification. Okay, but this is the only way I'm going to be able to give you an email. All right, so go here and basically just go put your name and email address in there. Okay, and then as soon as Taylor gives the word, I'm going to be emailing this list with the details. All right, so you can get an email notification, you can get a Twitter notification, you get a Discord notification, however you want. All right, so that is right there.
Yeah, also gas is really high right now for some odd reason. Like it's usually not this high. But if you guys also want to wait for the public, usually what we see is like, we see like kind of like these injections of traffic and purchases when gas is really low. But right now it's really, really high. So it might even make sense to transact a little bit later as gas is lower. Because right now someone's like, gas is like $70. That's pretty high. Yeah,
that is high. That's
usually gas is like $20, $20 to $30, but right now it's really, really high. I think 5 p.m. there's a lot of people online, and they're just buying Ethereum and buying coins, and
there's probably a lot of people eating burritos right now. Gas could be rough, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But when they do come out with like the new Ethereum, it should solve the gas problems. But right now, gas is like just ridiculously high, and I'm just still waiting on this. So I'm gonna try to reset my MetaMask here, and I'll let you guys know in the next like 30 minutes or so.
All right, guys. So listen, basically come over here to this page if you want to get on the email list. All right, go to the thank you page. I posted all of that. I'll have all the replays on it, and notifications and stuff like that. So you guys will be good to go. All right, so cheers. Cool. Thank you for joining us today. Thanks, Teo, for being on, and we'll let you know as soon as we got updated. All right.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you, guys.
Right. Yeah.
See you soon.